we are doing a tier list to try and work out how many more Disney live-action monstrosities are we gonna have to sit through.
Oh my God!
So the way we're gonna do this is with a tier list. We've got every Disney animated classic listed here, and we've got some categories that we're gonna slot them into.
So the first category is for the animated classics that have been made into live actions already, and it's called Been There, Done That. Who'd you think you're getting? Who's a good
Next category I've titled
Great song.
So Close, and this category is for the movies that have been confirmed to come out, so they're so close.
To coming out. Aren't we all?
Like I was in 2024. Wait, that's the future. But the next category, these are the ones that haven't been confirmed yet, but if I was a betting man, I would bet on it.
Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on Disney.
That they would probably be turned into Disney live action. I don't know.
One day, someday, how would you explain that one?
It's not high on their list of priorities, but it's probably gonna happen one day, someday.
What's the song?
The song is from the credits of Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh.
Someday, sung by Eternal, or if you're American, All for One.
Could you have done someday? This could be on Disney.
Hey, it's good. Next ones, realistically, I don't think probably will happen. These are the movies that, like, it's kind of scraping the barrel, but there's a glimmer of potential that if they get desperate, they might make them into live action movies.
Do you think you've over-categorized these a little bit?
Is 6 too many? There's 60 movies.
But do you genuinely think that they're not going to try and make every single movie?
Well, the bottom one is No Chance, No Way. I don't think they will make them.
No chance, no way, I would say it, no, no. Do-do, skiboo, and just garbage, oh.
Let's get into the ranking.
Brace yourself, people, we're here for a long run.
Okay, so first, Snow White.
Snow White. I think this is going to be a good one. So close.
It's in So Close because it's confirmed. It's already been filmed. From the rumors that have come out, I've not seen positive reactions to it. Because they're changing it and people are like, they're to make it too PC. I'm going to say the W word, trigger warning. It's too woke.
I'm excited though, because it's a good team.
Who's the team?
Yeah, the people that made Great Showman.
But you know what? Every Disney musical they put into live action, they always add in some songs. So hopefully we'll get some bangers. Next up, we've got Pinocchio. We've been
That's
there,
actually one
done
we've watched
that.
on the channel.
Yeah, and you know what?
No, Ben, it wasn't good.
No, it wasn't good. I'm sorry. There was a couple of moments that I enjoyed myself.
Like, what was that?
Tom Hanks.
No, he was terrible.
No, when he was like, you did all that in a week?
It was literally
was it a day?
It was a day. It was literally like the one line that was good.
Great line.
My goodness, I haven't done a fraction of that in my whole life!
Fantasia. They're not going to do that. They literally can't do that.
Bro, I hate to tell you.
Been there, done that.
What?
The Sorcerer's Apprentice has already been a movie. It was one of the earlier ones. I've not seen it. I do apologise. But Nicolas Cage is in it, so that's fun.
That's not the same movie, bro.
I think it counts as The Sorcerer's Apprentice is a segment of Fantasia, which that was the founding idea for the live action Sorcerer's Apprentice.
It ain't a Fantasia live action.
But it's a part of Fantasia.
Sure. If you think you agree with what Ben just said in the comments, then sure. Dumbo. That's a been there, done that.
Been there, done that.
Watched that.
In all honesty, one of my favourite animated classics, and I didn't hate the live action.
I don't remember thinking you liked it.
Oh, I didn't say I liked it. I just said I didn't hate it. I kind of liked that the first half of the movie is like a direct copy of the original movie. And then the second half, I'm kind of like, where's this going to go? They just added a whole second half of the movie onto it, which I'm like, cool. It's kind of like the sequel all wrapped up in one. The one thing I didn't like was the Timothy Q. Mouse erasure.
Oh, so he wasn't in the movie. I hadn't seen the original at this point.
They added some human characters in. Why do you want human characters? Disney, man.
It's a live action. Next up.
Bambi. I think...
It's been done, right?
No, I think it's So Close. I think it's been announced. They're going to do it similar to Lion King. So is that a live action? Is it? No, I don't know. But I think it's on the cards. In all honesty, the original, not much happens. It's just the deer growing up. So I'll be interested to see what they do with it. They'll have to make a little bit of something more of it for today's audience, right?
Yeah, it's a bit of a dead movie, that.
To me, this is screaming direct to Disney+.
Yeah. They delete that scene.
What
That most
scene?
epic scene in the whole
No,
movie.
they'll make it graphic, bro.
They better. A bit with the bird.
Oh, the bird. I was talking about Bambi's mum.
No, I'm talking about the bit with the bird.
The peasant. I mean, the pheasant.
I
Saludos amigos. What do you think?
How would they make that a live action?
I mean, part of it already is live action.
Right.
I'll be honest, no chance, no way. I don't think they're ever going to make that. Or do you think there's a glimmer of potential?
Nah, if there is any, it'd be the Three Caballeros, right?
So we're putting that in no chance, no way. And Three Caballeros, glimmer of it.
Well, you think it's got its own ride?
Yeah, but how are they going to do a live action Donald Duck?
Yeah, nah.
No chance, no way. So Make My Music.
Is this when the cats jump in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also with like Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet. If you haven't seen Make My Music, we've just done a movie reaction of this. Let's be honest, it's not even on Disney Plus. So they ain't about to make a Disney live action of this one.
No chance, no way, I won't say you don't know.
Fun and Fancy Free. So this is the movie that's split into two parts. We've got Mickey and the Beanstalk and we've got Bongo the Bear.
You don't think they're going to do it?
I think this is an easy period of Disney just to stick all in No Chance, No Way. Mickey and the Beanstalk, I don't think they're going to make a live action Mickey. Rather than Mickey and the Beanstalk, maybe they'd make a Jack and the Beanstalk live action. I can see them doing that, maybe.
Sure.
So does that put it into glimmer of potential?
What is the song Glimmer of Potential?
Maybe there's a glimmer of potential if allied to my vision and brain.
This is Scar.
I know that your powers of retention are as wet as I would make a 6 Scar. Don't tell me otherwise. No, don't. I don't want your opinion because I know I would. Melody time. I'm going to stick it in No Chance, No Way. It's another package feature. Ichabod and Mr. Toad. So half of this is Sleepy Hollow. Half of this is Wind and the Willows. I think there's a glimmer of potential in terms of like they're such iconic stories, but it would be really scraping the barrel if they did those ones. Cinderella.
Been there, done that. I've not seen it.
Which is interesting because you're in it.
I knew you were going to say that.
I've not seen it either, but I have fast forwarded to find the bit where you're in it. You're holding the door.
I'll hold the door open in Cinderella.
He's a movie star. Who'd have thought it?
Dreams can come true, look at me, babe, I'm in the
Alice in Wonderland. Been done. Tim Burton.
Tim Burton's ones.
He did too. I'll be honest, I think they are highly overrated. I think they're all style, not much substance. Burn. Peter Pan. Unfortunately,
That is one we have done a movie reaction to recently on the channel. It's actually called Peter Pan and Wendy, if you haven't seen it yet.
and it confirms everything I hate about Disney live actions.
Yeah, that was a shame though, really, wasn't it? If anything goes straight to Disney Plus, it's very telling, isn't it?
Moving on to another movie that went straight to Disney Plus.
No one spoke about this.
All I know about it is that Janelle Monáe has a song from it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sleeping Beauty.
Been there, done that.
Is it the same story?
Maleficent.
But that's not the same movie.
I guess I was just looking at which ones have not been done at all.
Right. Because if it's remakes, remaking the movie, they've not remade Sleeping Beauty.
I get what you're saying, bro. Okay, with that logic then, how likely do we think that they're going to do a remake of Sleeping Beauty? I think the fact that they've already done two Maleficents actually kind of puts it quite low, because surely they would have made a Sleeping Beauty by now.
Do you want to put it in one day someday?
Yeah, do you know what? I think that's a good place to put it, because I don't think it's high on the agenda because of the Maleficents, but when they start running out of ideas, that is one that they probably could go back to. That makes sense to me. That makes sense. Okay. 101 Dalmatians. I think it's safe to say this is been there, done that, because we've had Cruella, and it was one of the first Disney live actions they did back in the 90s.
Disney?
Yeah, with Glenn Close.
Oh, okay.
And to be honest, it kind of turned more into, because it was the 90s, a slapsticky, like Home Alone kind of thing with Cruella
I've
DeVille.
seen bits of it.
This is what makes me sad about the live actions. As a child, this was the 101 Dalmatians I knew, the live action version. Which makes me think, all these kids today, they don't know the originals. But because the ones in the 90s were quite a long time ago now, do you think they could remake the remake?
I do wonder if they're going to carry on from Cruella as Emma Stone's version.
I don't think it did as well as they maybe thought it was going to do.
They're doing it too.
Are they?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I think it did quite well, and they're going to do a sequel. Sword and the Stone. Okay, on some websites I've seen, people are saying this is confirmed. In other ones I've seen, it's not in the list. So I don't know what to do with it. So it's definitely going to go in either bet on it or so close.
You need to Google it.
Yeah, do a quick Google for me, please.
A few moments later.
The internet is saying that it's going to be happening, folks.
Should we put it in so close then?
Yeah, I guess. It says Disney hired director Juan Carlos Fresnadillo.
Smash
to
that
helm,
pronunciation.
Sword and Stone live action remake in 2018. It's not clear if the film is still happening.
Okay. 2018, and it's still not been like, I'm going to move it to a bet on it.
It's going to happen at some point, isn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like it's in a bit of a hiatus at the moment.
Probably, I reckon, to do with tone. And it could be quite an action-packed.
Yes, and the movie is not. The
Yeah, it
movie
feels
is
like
like,
it's probably-
we're just doing some magic. And I feel like there's so
could
much
be.
you could do with the Knights of the Round Table. Maybe that's why it's taking so long, because they have to come up with their own new story. They can't just copy the original. Fun fact about Jungle Book, it was actually the very first Disney live action remake in 1994.
I have not seen it, but I don't know what you're talking about.
And then it was one of the first, or maybe the first of this new batch of live actions. What's your thoughts on the new live action of Jungle
I
Book?
thought it was actually really good.
Me too. And I think because it was one of the first ones we saw this new technology of all the animals, and yeah, I actually enjoyed that one for what it was. The Aristocats. So apparently it's already confirmed. And to be honest, I see why they're doing it. It could be a fun movie. It's also giving me direct to Disney Plus vibes.
Yeah, why is that? Because you're comparing it to Lady and the Tramp, which is dogs.
Yeah, I guess. And it's also like a Bronze Era classic. It's
you know
not
what's-
the most beloved.
Do you know what's a great movie?
It has great songs though.
Cats and Dogs. That's what I'm going to say. I don't know if that movie was big in America. But here, whoa. Cats and Dogs. Beagles everywhere. Loved them.
Back from your adventure so soon, Scooby Doofus?
Robin Hood.
So apparently Chris Evans is tied to the movie as Robin Hood.
So we're going to put this in so close. It's been confirmed.
But is it Robin Hood? What?
Would you want to see
Is
it
it not going
with...
to be a fox?
Would you want to see it with people, or would you want to see it with weird, ultra-realistic CGI foxes?
CGI foxes?
Yeah, I kind of want to see that as well.
Because we've seen Robin Hood done many times.
Because in all honesty, when we get to The Lion King, I did like seeing them like that
Did you?
for the first couple of minutes.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments, what would you prefer?
Okay, Winnie the Pooh. This has been done. It was called Christopher Robin. However, is it an exact remake of the movie? No. So are we not counting it?
I wouldn't.
Well, then back it goes. What do we think then?
I think if Disney can make money, they'll make money. Glimmer of potential?
I agree with you. Glimmer of potential to remake the original Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which is 3 short stories put together in one movie. I'll be honest, I don't see it happening, but
There's a glimmer of potential.
Winnie the Pooh is one of the most profitable franchises of all time. I'm sure they'll do it. No, I'm not sure they'll do it.
There's a glimmer of potential.
There's a glimmer of potential. So The Rescuers, it's about little mice that are solving mysteries of humans. So we've got that whole sort of Alvin and the Chipmunks, Chip and Dale, humans with like animated creatures that could happen. Would I want to see a full movie of it? I don't know if I'd actually prefer seeing like a Disney Plus series based on The Rescuers, live action. That could be cool. I think maybe there's a glimmer of potential because it's not the most popular. I feel like they're going to have to stop remaking these live actions at some point, but there's potential for story.
No one talks about Rescuers, do they?
No one talks about it, but there's potential. Fox and the Hound. My instinct is saying one day, someday. I think it's not one of the most talked about, but they're cute little animals. Let's put them on Disney Plus. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Black Cauldron. Here's an interesting one. This is one of the movies here that I would love to see a live action remake of, and that's me saying that.
So is it that good of a movie?
It's kind of not, but you can see how much potential it's got. Like the story's interesting, some of the characters are interesting. It's all fantasy. It's giving Lord of the Rings is what it's giving. And what's really interesting is the Black Cauldron is based on a series of books called the Chronicles of Pyridon. Pyridon?
Okay, don't hurt yourself.
and they rebought the rights to those books in 2016.
Ooh.
Now, I don't know if they're looking to maybe do a movie of it, maybe to do a Disney Plus series of it, or maybe they're just trying to stop anyone else from doing it.
Sounds like Disney.
So I'm going to put it in glimmer of potential. But if they redid it, I'd be mad hyped.
Just to clarify, this is a list of what we think Disney are going to do.
Yes.
Not what we want.
No. If it's what we want, I'd be putting most of them in no chance, no way.
And Black Cauldron, by the sounds of it, really, really high.
Absolutely. The Great Mouse Detective. Here's an interesting one.
It's one of the first Disney movies I watched as an adult. It's a great movie.
It's a great movie. But is it going to be giving Disney the profits they are looking for?
I could see like Benedict Cumberbatch voicing it or something.
How likely do we think Disney are to make this?
Well, the fact that like the person who showed me this movie clearly thought it was a good one to show me.
Have you heard anyone apart from your ex-girlfriend that showed you this movie? Have you heard anyone else talk about it?
Sadly not.
So are we looking at glimmer of potential? I feel like this category is getting too many at the moment.
Well, clearly it's this era of Disney.
It is true. This is the Bronze Age. And we've got one more. We've got Oliver and Company from this age. And I think, again, it's very unlikely. I don't think it's an absolute no.
Billy Joel, though.
What about him?
It's his music.
It's Billy Joel, but it's also like one of the Pointer Sisters is in there. Bette Midler's in there. Could they remake it, but just with like Bruno Mars? Do you know what I mean?
Like, what's her face? Ariana Grande.
Yeah, and they fit it with new songs, like pop songs. All those songs are like based in the 80s. Okay, so this is a cool concept.
It's Oliver. Like, it's one of the most iconic stories.
But we're not saying which ones we think would make good movies. We're saying how likely are Disney to make it.
No one talks about Oliver and Company, do they?
I think it's staying there, to be honest. Good news, everybody. We're on to the Disney Renaissance.
Praise the Lord.
This also means we're just going to go bam, 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 been there, done that for a whole bunch of these. Little Mermaid has been there and it's done that. The Rescuers Down Under, I put the first one in a glimmer of potential.
Surely the second one's the same, no?
I guess. Yeah, it's not no chance, no way. There's a small chance it could be done. Bro, some of these movies we're getting to now made over $1 billion in the box office. This is why we're in the mess we're in. Beauty and the Beast. Have you seen it?
No, but I auditioned for it.
Oh, Inside Tea? What did you audition for? Beauty? The Beast? The Teapot?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh.
It's top secret.
You can't be teasing us like that. Beauty and the Beast. Do you know what? It looks like maybe one of the better ones, but as soon as I saw a clip of Emma Watson singing, it was a chop for me. Love her as Hermione. She should have stayed in Hogwarts. Aladdin! Was that already hard?
Yeah, it was.
Aladdin.
Been there, done that.
We liked it at the time. We did a movie review back in the day.
In honesty, it's one of the more fun ones, I think, Aladdin.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
Will Smith, I think, did an admirable job at filling Robin Williams' shoes because he didn't try to fill his shoes. He kind of made his own.
He made his own pair of shoes.
I kind of feel like you can't get much better than what Will Smith did. That being said, I still think it was amazing. I didn't like that Jafar didn't turn into a snake in the final battle.
Yeah.
I'm a walking contradiction because I'm like,
You don't want a remake.
I don't want it to be exactly the same. I want it to be different. And then they don't make it exactly the same. I'm like, where's the snake? The Lion King.
Been there, done that.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. It's my favorite movie of all time. The original. Circle of Life. I was sold. I was like, this is technically incredible. This is beautiful. What's the rest of the movie gonna be like?
Well, just as I thought, trash.
Is this video just us bashing on these movies for the next?
I hope so, because they deserve it. Pocahontas.
I know what you're going to say.
What am I gonna
You're
say?
going to say no chance, no way.
And why am I gonna say that?
Because you don't think the Americans will make a story about Pocahontas.
Let's just take a moment to reflect on Peter Pan and Wendy and how they represented the Native Americans and Tiger Lily in that movie.
I think there's a glimmer of potential.
They represented them in one word. Boring. The fact they tried to give good representation just made all those characters boring and kind of redundant.
Do you think Pocahontas would just be boring and
I
redundant?
think that they'd be too scared to make it. They'd be too scared to like, oh, it's a real life character,
Well,
so we have to... Oh, she was also 13, and I guess she kind of probably got by John Smith. So, but let's show it like a love story. Oh, but also they don't get together. Oh, but also we can't call them savages. So we have to show them as noble people. Oh, it's really boring. They're not gonna do it. They're never gonna do it.
Can you say that?
Never gonna do it. Never gonna do it.
Can you say that?
Never gonna do it. I don't think they would touch this movie.
I think it would be a great movie though, and the music,
Keep talking.
and the visuals.
No, go back to the music.
The visuals would be sick as well.
Yeah, but the music.
the music.
The music.
Just around the riverbend.
I look once more. But yeah, again, I don't feel like they'd want to have a bunch of people walking around going, savages,
Maybe
savages.
teach
dirty."
Americans some stuff like that they weren't the first ones there.
Do you feel like the Americans need to be taught some stuff?
I think so. Do you not think so? I think so.
What do you think they need to be taught,
I
bro?
just think some Americans forget that, like, they weren't the first ones there.
Okay, do you know what I want to say about this? I've never understood, as a British person, why... This is deep. I've never understood why they call Native Americans Native Americans. Mm-hmm. They call black people in America African Americans. They call Hispanic people like Latino Americans. And then what's Latin Americans. And what do they call the white people?
White Americans.
I've never heard anyone described as white American. They just say
American.
American.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
Why are they the default? Surely the default should be...
The natives.
They were there first, bro. They should be called Americans. We shouldn't be calling them Native Americans.
It should be white Americans.
Or European, with the whole like African American.
Well,
that's it.
Italians,
It should be
Irish. Yeah.
European Americans. Should be the white people.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments. Have we just?
I just spitted some facts. I've never understood that.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Is there a reason why Americans are called Americans and Native Americans are called Native Americans?
I think it's an R word.
Oh, right. That makes sense. No, because now we're just calling everyone in America racist.
No, we're calling America systemically.
Do you genuinely think no chance, no way? Do you not think there'll be a glimmer of potential?
In the current climate we're in right now.
I just think, but I also think there's too many good songs in it. And I feel like they'll want to capture on that money financially wise, and I feel like they'll make it work. Which is why, for me personally, I'd put it in glimmer of potential, but we'll leave it where it is.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments if you think they're going to make Pocahontas one day into a live action.
Just around the riverbend.
I look once more. Hunchback of Notre Dame. I've heard you like this one.
It's going to be...
It's gonna be made.
That wasn't that funny, but...
Sorry.
We did a casting video to this, actually. It's actually quite a good video.
Oh, that's like old school YouTube for us. Hunchback of Notre Dame, it has been announced a few years ago. However, Alan Menken recently said it is currently in limbo.
Oh.
I'm worried about this.
It's going to happen.
It has so much potential to be better than the original in terms of like
Dark.
all human characters. It's a freaking musical theatre movie like Les Mis. It's epic. The music is epic. However, I feel like they'd be scared to lean in to
The darkness.
the themes of the movie. We've got misogyny, we've got talking about disability, we've got racism in there. The vibe of the Disney company at the moment, they don't want to see the darkness. They want to pretend like everything's fine. Also, the songs are so sick. We could get new songs. Maybe songs.
From Lin-Manuel.
No! Love Lin-Manuel, but please don't get him involved in Hunchback. From the Broadway musical.
Oh. But also that gets done dirty as well.
Yeah, I'm never even sure if the Broadway musical is like legit official Disney because they seem to pay it dust. Why is it not like in a big theatre? Why is it not in the West End?
Why is it not on Broadway?
At least Germany, do you know what I'm saying?
You say that, Tarzan was there for 10 years.
That's what I mean, at least Germany, if we're not going to get it. Talking of good music.
This is another dream casting we did on our channel.
Honey, you mean Hercules. So this one's confirmed as well, right? Isn't it the Russo brothers?
Yeah.
That's why we did the casting back in the day, because it got...
producing it?
Directing
They're
it?
not directing it, I think they're producing it.
But that's exciting because superheroes. The Russo brothers directed Winter Soldier.
That's a sick movie.
Endgame.
In Infinity War, yeah.
So they know how to do a superhero movie, and Hercules is the ultimate superhero. So I'm kind of excited about this. Mulan.
Been there, done that.
What were your thoughts?
Oh, we didn't like that.
In hindsight, I think I tried to like it more than I did.
They didn't put any of the music in, right? Nah.
And who else was missing?
There was no Mushu. Oh, can we even class this as I mean, it was a remake.
No one said it was a good one. Tarzan. Okay. Tarzan is in a tricky situation in that I don't think they actually have the rights for it or something like that. Because the reason I think that is because it was in the first Kingdom Hearts game, and then since then it hasn't been in. And I remember whenever I'd start the Kingdom Hearts game, a whole bunch of rights would come up for like Tarzan, like individually.
Right.
Also, there's been so many live action Tarzans. How are they gonna set theirs aside from all the other ones?
If it sells that many times, Disney are going to be doing their own version of it, right?
It's gonna happen eventually, isn't it?
100%.
Let's bet on it.
Yeah, because no one's done like Turk or anything like those characters.
Right. To be fair,
So they lean into the animation side of it all.
yeah, that is how it would set aside from the other
Characters.
versions that have
Yeah.
come out recently. Fantasia 2000. Technically, Sorcerer's Apprentice is also in this, so been there, done that.
No, it should be.
What do you reckon?
They can't remake it. Unless
No chance, no way.
They're not going to go, hey, you know what we need to make?
A live action of the whole event. Yeah, it's dead. It's dead.
No chance, no way, I won't say it, no.
Dinosaur. Do you know what's interesting about Dinosaur? This is the movie that is in the American list of Disney classics, but in the UK we got The Wild instead.
Why is it a different list?
It's only that one movie that's different. Weird. Dinosaur. Would I want to see it? It's almost like a live action film already. The backgrounds are live action and just the dinosaurs look a little bit cartoony. So I guess they would just like make them a little bit more realistic.
What actually happens?
Honestly, it's a dead story.
You must have been well excited. Disney and dinosaurs. You love dinosaurs.
Bro, and the trailer was sick.
And it's flops. Flopsome.
It
I
is
watched it in
Flotsam
the
and
cinema
Jetsam.
and we all fell asleep. All of us.
How many of you were
Everyone in the cinema.
there? Damn.
I went with my cousins. It was a very rare trip.
I think I'm going to put it in No Chance, No Way.
Yeah, it sounds dead.
Do you know what I don't get, right? While we're talking about dinosaurs, why are so many dinosaur movies, apart from Jurassic Park, just about the extinction of the dinosaurs?
Well, we went and watched, what was that one we watched recently?
Oh,
75.
87, 23,
like that.
61,
75?
65.
69?
Yeah, that's why I like that, because it wasn't about the extinction at the end. Was it about extinction? Did meteors start coming down?
Yeah.
Every dinosaur movie, dinosaurs were around for millions of years before they got extinctified. Why are we focusing on the extinctoration?
Stop giving people ideas and make the movies yourself.
I don't know any dinosaurs to cast.
Is anything else going to go and bet on it or one day someday?
I hope so, because at the moment, the future of the Disney live actions isn't looking very promising, is it? The Emperor's New Groove.
We're in a new era now.
We are in a new era. I'm thinking...
I'm thinking so close. I'm thinking, yeah, bet on it, sorry.
Bet on it or One Day Someday.
No, I bet on it.
I think out of the ones left, this is probably more likely to happen. Because also, visually, it's quite cool having him start as a human, turn into the llama. Would I bet money on this happening? I feel like it's become more and more
iconic.
popular,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
They quoted it on Drag Race.
That's how you know.
Pull my lever.
Pull your lever?
Pull the lever, crunk.
What does that mean, pull my lever?
Pull my lever.
People say I should be cast as the llama
Specifically, which part?
when he's in drag.
I don't know what's more offensive, bro. That people think you look like the llama, or they think you look like the llama in drag. Okay, here is one of my favorite Disney films. It's so underrated. And I put this with Black Cauldron as films that this is what they should be remaking. Films that didn't really pop off. Give them another chance. This would be a sick live action.
Bet on it?
No, but
You don't think they're going to do it?
I just don't know if the audience is there for it. I don't know if they think the audience is there for it. Let's put it in One Day Someday, because I feel like looking at this list,
And
there's
it's a cool story as well.
there's not actually that many movies left for them.
Nah.
And it's a sick story. And a live action Kida,
Yeah, sick.
it's such a diverse group of characters. Like, so the amount of different actors we could come in, like, sick.
Yeah, I'd pay to watch that.
I'd
want to be in it.
I'd want to be Milo. Do you think I could be Milo? Lilo and Stitch. I honestly didn't think they would do this.
I'm excited to see it.
I'm apprehensive. The original movie has such a unique tone to it, and it's so unlike other Disney films. I just feel like the live action is just going to be like sanitized and...
Very positive, very positive.
Lilo is such a little weirdo, and I love it. And I feel like they won't stay true to that.
Character.
So quick. She's literally like punching kids in the face and biting them. I don't think they're going to do that in the live action. But again, as I always say, I don't want the live action to be exactly the same as the original. But also,
as long as it's not worse.
Yeah, don't make it worse. Make it better. And the aliens, seeing like Jumba and Pleakley in like live action form. I'm worried and excited at the same
I think it's
time.
going to be good.
We're not going to know until we actually see what Stitch looks like. Why am I thinking he's going to look like ugly Sonic?
Well, if he does, we'll put out a petition to change it. The fact that that actually happened is insane.
But ugly Sonic.
That is incredible. Then the fact that they put Ugly Sonic in the Chip and Dale movie.
That's even more insane.
Iconic.
It's also crazy how good the Chip and Dale movie is.
And no one talks about it.
Do you know what I was thinking the other day? The fact that we did a movie reaction for it meant I, editing it, had to watch the movie lots. And I thought about it, like, I've not actually just sat and enjoyed the movie.
Again, yeah.
And I think I want to do that soon.
Oh, right.
Because I freaking loved it.
Yeah, it was good.
And enough time, it's been about a year now. I just want to whack it on the Disney Plus.
If you want to see our reaction to the Sonic, man, watch it. It's a good little reaction now. It's got quite a good viewage, about 14,000, I think.
Oh, well, a Chip and Dale reaction.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good video, you know what I'm saying? Treasure Planet.
Another one day, someday. It's the same as...
Do you reckon?
Same as Atlantis.
This would be a harder movie to do. I think
Why?
it would have to have a massive budget.
Do you know what I mean? Have that budget like Star Wars. It's got Star Wars vibes.
No, it needs a massive budget, and I don't know if Disney would have the confidence that this movie would do well to give it that budget.
Yeah.
It flopped.
But then, do you know what I mean? It's the same as Atlantis.
Yeah, kind of.
So put them in the same category.
I think out of the two of them, Atlantis is just slightly more likely, but I guess I'll put that there as well. I think that's just wishful thinking for me.
Would you want it to happen?
Yeah, and again, I feel like I'm being a hypocrite because I'm saying I hate all Disney live actions, but I love Atlantis and Treasure Planet so much.
Yeah, but it's because you didn't think they get enough love, so you're like, well, let's make them live action.
True. And I also don't think they're the perfect movies. There's bits about them that I don't like.
Right.
So I feel like there's room for improvement. And I just love this whole, like, the genre, you know, sci-fi action adventure. Moving on, Brother Bear.
I feel like I've watched this movie and I feel like it's just dead.
I think I'm going to say no chance, no way. No one talks about this movie. They'd have to animate all of the bears. I don't think there's any nostalgia about it yet.
Song, isn't there? Tell everybody I'm on my way. Great song.
New places, new people
it's Phil
to
Collins.
see. Yeah.
What a legend.
Also, another great song. Tina Turner sings the opening. Great spirits of da 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 da. Don't even know the words. No chance, no way. It's not happening. I think joining it is going to be a couple more movies. I'm going to stick him in right now, and you're going to tell me if I'm wrong. Home on the Range.
Never seen it.
Chicken Little.
Never seen it.
I think they're offering very little in terms of movie potential. To be honest, they may have done better than Treasure Planet and Atlantis at the box office. However...
Chicken Little, I feel like people know that movie.
Yeah, but do you want to see all those ugly characters in live action?
The question is, are Disney going to be making it?
Yeah, I don't think they will.
Move on.
Meet the Robinsons.
You love this movie.
I love this movie, but I need to keep reminding myself, I'm not ranking these on how much I like them. I'm ranking these on do I think Disney will make it? And I don't really, but there's a glimmer because they're going to have to start scraping the barrel soon.
Well, then do you think they're going to make Atlantis and Treasure Planet?
Kind of, no. But remember, we're manifesting.
Trying to move them down?
No, because we're manifesting.
Or do you manifest and meet the Robinsons?
Atlantis and Treasure Planet are a different league for me.
Okay. I've not seen the movie, but I think it's about time travel. So I think I'd want to hear the song. You said I've been to the year 3000. Also, I have a question. If anybody knows the answer, please let me know in the comments. So in the UK, that was sung by the very popular band Busted.
He said I've been to the year 3000. Very popular.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but also...
Oh, I think I do know this.
It was sung by the Jonas Brothers.
I only found this out like last week.
And I really...
Not much has changed, but they lived underwater.
And there's me thinking Busted wrote it
But
themselves.
that's my point. Is I reckon it's a busted song, and I reckon the Americans know that as to be the Jonas Brothers song. We know it to be a busted song.
Right.
So I'm intrigued to know if anyone knows what came first. Also, please let me know in the comments which Jonas Brother you prefer.
Which one do you prefer?
I mean, Nick Jonas. It's a whole conversation, but really.
Bolt! You like Bolt, don't you?
I had it on DVD.
Fun story. Where are we putting it?
I can see it being a thing, but I also don't think anyone talks about it. So
No.
Are they at Disney Studios going, do you know what we need to make into a live action, guys? We need to make Bolt, that movie. They've got
No,
sold
but
2 copies.
This is really showing me that we're running out of movies pretty quickly, and I can see it not taking that much budget and getting like a Disney Channel budget.
All right, so you mean is we actually got that many movies left?
As in,
We've only got-
if we're saying these ones probably aren't going to happen,
Oh, yeah.
and these ones are already happening, and also Atlantis and Treasure Planet we're kind of manifesting, and Sleeping Beauty has actually kind of already happened, and there's 4 movies. Bolt, I think there's a glimmer of potential for Bolt.
Really? Why do you think there's a glimmer?
I'm literally thinking like direct to Disney Plus, Disney Channel vibes, like the amount of budget they put into something like Zombies they could put
It's
into
a
this.
cool story as well.
Yeah.
Maybe they've a glimmer of potential.
Princess and the Frog, I'm going to whack this up to bet on it. I think I would have said maybe it was too soon to do it, but when we heard recently that Moana was happening, I'm like, oh, well, anything goes, clearly. And so I think it's only a matter of time. It's going to happen, right?
I think it'd be a great movie as well.
Tangled! I think the same, right?
7 a.m. the usual morning lineup.
I don't know why that song, maybe it's just when you sing it aggravates me so much.
So good.
Guess what, bro? There's another Winnie the Pooh.
How?
It's not really a sequel, it's just another story about Winnie the Pooh and friends. Yeah.
Cool.
Wreck-It Ralph. How could this happen? I don't know if it could. Because they're literally video game characters. I feel like it'll be a little bit weird if you saw them in the arcade like game and then you saw them go into the Game Central Station.
Be sick
Tell me, bro.
in the future.
The future.
They make another version and you can be in the game with them.
Is it a game or is it a movie?
Who knows?
You're giving me real loosey-goosey like concepts
Do you
here.
know what I mean?
Not really, bro.
Because the film is about being in the game, and obviously, when we're close to tech being the tech that it could be, we could be in the movie / in the game with the characters that are in the game.
I feel like a few of the details need to be fleshed out, but
You get what I'm saying?
I'm here for it. If this was a tier list about VR, this might be quite high up.
Yeah.
To me,
They made 2 of them. That was a choice.
you got one of them, you got 2 of them.
Glimmer?
Glimmer, yeah. Is that what you're saying as well?
Yeah. I don't know how they do it, but I think they'll try and do it.
Maybe they've a glimmer.
Frozen.
Obviously, it's going to happen.
Big Hero 6.
It should happen. I'd definitely bet on it.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to happen. Okay, these categories are actually filling up a little bit
It'd
now.
be sick. That's probably one of my favourite ones I'd want to see on here.
Do you think Disney would make it, or do you think
Marvel.
Marvel Studios would make it, or do you think
don't
it'll be
know.
some kind of like
Combination.
interconnected?
That'd be sick. Imagine putting them in the MCU.
That'd be kind of wild. Zootropolis, aka Zootopia, was a massive success, but I feel like it's kind of just like a technical upgrade because it's already in CG.
I reckon they'll do it. Everyone loves this movie, you know?
But you know what I'm saying? It's already in like really good animation, 3D, CG.
You can say that about...
The other ones that are CG animated, again, that's hand drawn. And it's a
Stitch
whole
is
bunch.
hand-drawn.
Yeah. And it's all the backgrounds are watercolor, and obviously all the people are people. Whereas there's no people in it.
Yeah,
They're
but-
all animals. So I feel like it's literally just like going from HD to 4K.
Yeah, but the reason they're doing it isn't because they're like, oh, let's show them the new... They just want to make money.
Oh no, I get that.
So that I don't think it's about what they're going to do. They'll do it.
I just don't know if this would be the one that the audience is like, do you know what? I'm out.
One day, someday, Do you not think?
That's a fair compromise.
Because they're gonna
one day,
do
someday.
it. It's one of the biggest franchises. Moana.
This is wild to me.
Also, how'd you feel about, what's her name? That she said because she's not from the actual place, she's like, I'm not doing it.
Is that her reasoning?
Yeah, I read that. I don't know if it's true or not. But Dwayne's like, yeah, I'm doing it.
Wreck-It Ralph 2. Let's just put this where we put
Guys,
Wreck-It Ralph.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really tired. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm slurring my words.
Frozen 2. We put Frozen 1 and bet on it. I'm going to put Frozen 2 in One Day Someday.
Nah.
As in, it will probably happen one day someday, but it's not like, yeah, it's going to happen soon. This is an interesting point. I think they're doing a Frozen 3 animated movie, and I feel like they wouldn't want to confuse that with the live action.
So are you saying that...
So I think it's going to be a while before we see Frozen.
Is what's coming up next.
I bet on it is like we're betting on it. These are the next lineup we think they'll do.
After they're so close.
Yeah. And then One Day Someday is like, well, if they still do the live actions, they'll probably go into these ones next. And Glimmer of Potential is like, probably not. Maybe 1 or 2, maybe. And then No Chance No Way. So with that being said, does it make sense in that category?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Raya and the Last Dragon.
What a shame. This movie really flopped. It has the potential to be epic.
In the same way as Atlantis and Treasure Planet, it's an adventure.
Yeah, I'd put it on bet on it. I'd put it on One Day Someday.
But also, we're not ranking on how much we want to see it. It's do we think Disney are going to do it? And the movie kind of flopped, right?
I think they're going to do it more so than they would Atlantis or Fox and the Hound.
I was thinking either Glimmer of Potential or No Chance No Way. Based on the reception it got, it kind of got nothing.
But it didn't get bad reviews.
But it didn't really get reviews. I didn't really hear anyone talking about it. That's worse. No press.
Yeah, but I think it's too good of a story and characters to just throw away.
I just think Disney ain't taking risks on things. This whole live action shenanigans is because they're like, right, what's worked in the past? Let's just redo that. If something hasn't worked in the past, I don't see them redoing it.
I would put Wreck-It Ralph One Day Someday.
But how are they going to do it?
Yeah, that's not what we're answering.
They'll find a way, is what you're
Do you
saying.
not think? Like, you think that over Raya? Because I was about to put that in the same category.
Okay.
I'm thinking,
Okay.
they made 2 of them.
You got 1 of them, you got 2 of them.
Do you not think?
I moved it as long as we put Raya here. I don't think Raya should be any higher.
Okay. Encanto.
I think it's too soon to say this, but also... In all honesty, it will probably happen one day, someday, but I'm 100% sure it's going to happen, so it's just going to go...
In the next 10 years, it's going to
bet on it. Yeah. And Strange World, I'm going to say No Chance, No Way.
No.
Literally no one is talking about this movie.
I liked it. We hope you enjoyed the analysis deep dive into our list, and let us know in the comments what you think.
Toodles!
Bye.